Happy Saturday. Welcome to the new series. This is the fundamental series. There's going to be lots of trainings, and Selena has joined us for the first training, and she is going to teach us all about how to grow your business with AI. So I am just going to hand over to Selena. Take it away, my love.
Hello. Yes, my name is Selena Pizarro. I'm a 40K leader here on the team. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. So we are going to all go from a zero, maybe you have zero knowledge in how AI or Chat GPT works, but we're going to go from zero to AI hero today. This is a very entry level beginner's guide. So if you have another device that you can play around with as we go through some of this, it's going to be very helpful for you. All right, so let's get into it. So this training session, we're going to talk specifically about how to utilize Chat GPT for better networking, improved engagement and sales, and to really save you time. This has been like a huge time saver for me, as well as just like a way to get my creative juices going. So what I'm going to cover is we're going to introduce Chat GPT and its capabilities. I'll provide you with best tips and practices on how to effectively use Chat GPT, and we'll go through some different examples, and then we'll discuss some common issues and challenges for new users. So Chat GPT is an AI powered tool that can generate natural sounding text for like so many uses. It'll, like I mentioned, help you save time and increase engagement. And you'll see how you can customize it and refine it to generate high quality content for you and to help you get more responses with your social media and or text message marketing, email marketing. So we can use Chat GPT just as a couple of examples, very small amount of examples, but what I find you would use it mostly for your business is to like generate captions, help you get inspiration for posts, help answer potential customer inquiries, and you can use this across all platforms. But first, this is what I just talked about. First, let's go over how to set up an account. So what you are, and I might need to, let's see how I can share my other screen here. I don't know that I can bring this. Do I have to stop the presentation to include another screen?
Yeah, stop it. Stop the share.
Okay.
Select the screen you want to share again. When you click share, it'll give you some options of what you want to show. Click what you want to show and then share again.
All right. So I think I did it. All right. So hopefully you can see this screen here. So you want to go to openai.com. Let me see if I can copy and paste the link. Or if somebody has it already, they can copy and paste it. And in the menu here, you're going to see products, and Chat GPT is the one you're going to want to click. So this is actually the link that we can copy and paste. into the chat here if somebody wants to do that for me. Now, I already have an account, but what it's going to do is it's going to bring you into a login or a sign up page. There is a free version and there's a $20 a month version. I use the free version. So if you've never created an account, you'll have to go through that process. It's fairly quick. So once you are into the Chat GPT here in a web browser, you get this little screen here, and I've already created chats. So that's why you see it here, but this will be just a new chat for you. So this is where all the magic happens. So when I talk about prompts, this field right here is where we'll be filling in prompts. So you can customize your prompts, and I'm not sure if you can see that slide deck anymore. So I'm going to share my other screen again. So you can customize your responses by using that prompt field, the response field, to refine and edit your what it puts out. So basically, it's better input, you're going to get a better output. So that is the key to using Chat GPT. Now you'll want to customize your language and train Chat GPT so that you get more quality responses. So you can start generating responses by, putting in very simple prompts, and then you can get in, like I've been able to really, really customize it and drill down. So I'm getting some amazing, very specific responses. So tailoring your prompts to your industry, obviously we are in the health and wellness space, your voice, that is how you would normally speak to, like coming through with your natural voice, how you normally speak with somebody. I always tell Chat GPT to make it funny and a little sassy, or maybe, for when I created a caption for my Mother's Day post that I'm going to be sharing later today, I said, make it, warm and inviting. So you can use adjectives like that to really customize how you want Chat GPT to respond to you, as well as include your target audience. So most of us here probably have a very similar target audience of like moms over 40 or something to that effect. All right, so let me give you some examples. If you have Chat GPT open, you can play along. But what you want to do when you're first starting is to write a short paragraph, maybe in your own voice, that describes you, your mission, your values, and tell Chat GPT, like, this is who I am, this is what I'm all about, this is what my, my brand is about, and then ask it to rephrase it in a way that reflects your brand tone and style, whatever additional prompt you're putting in there. So some of these brand personality adjectives could be like fun, friendly, innovative, sophisticated, whatever it is. And you can ask it to help you come up with adjectives on your brand to better define your brand voice. So you want to, when you're using it and thinking of ways to better use ChatGPT, think of like common questions or concerns that your customers have, so that when you ask it to generate responses, it's reflected. This isn't having a conversation with someone, that it's reflected in your voice and tone. Now, the key with this is you are able to copy and paste, and I'll go back to showing you some more specific examples in the actual website, but you'd never want to take it directly from their response. So I always use it kind of as a starting point, and you can ask it to refine itself to get closer and closer to what it is that you're looking for. You can also ask Chat GPT to give you a couple of different versions of whatever it is that you're looking for. So say you want to redo the bio on your Facebook page. You can copy and paste your bio into Chat GPT, give it some information about yourself, and then ask it to rephrase it in a way that is either more catchy or more engaging, or draws more curiosity, and give it the character length, like the amount of characters that's allowed. And you can ask for like 3 different versions of it. So then you can choose the one that you best, like, and maybe refine it a little bit more. But if the more specificity that you give to the prompts, the better the output again. So some interactive elements and feedback that's really cool to use Chat GPT is polls, quizzes, captions like I mentioned, but also email and text messaging. So some examples that I had Chat GPT create for me for women aged 30 to 50 on Facebook and Instagram. These are straight from the responses. I didn't refine them at all, but they are: which you prefer, working out at home or going to the gym? Now, mind you, it has already learned who my brand is, and my brand are, active outdoor yoga, gym going moms, that like pink and like are fun and enjoy wine and tacos. Okay, like it already knows this about me. So what do you prefer doing? Go to working out at home or going to the gym? You could put this in a poll using it on either a post or in your stories. What is your go-to stress relieving activity? So this would be, where you would put a question and then you put a list up in the stories. What's your favorite season for fashion? How often do you treat yourself to a spa day? What type of cuisine is your favorite for a girls' night out? Now, those poll examples were straight. I just asked for 5 poll examples for women aged 30 to 50 to use on my Facebook or Instagram page. So let me scroll down. So funny Mother Day poll. So I asked for 5 funny Mother's Day poll examples to use for women over 40. The responses I got were: what is the best Mother's Day gift you've ever received? A handmade card from a kid, a day off from parenting duties, a bottle of wine that I didn't have to share. Number 2, and again, let me see if I can share my screen because I have these saved still. This will be more fun so you can see it from Chat GPT itself. Okay. So let's see if I can find this. So, okay. Here we go. So I put in here, you can see, because it saves everything. I asked it to, where'd I go? I just have it. Here we go. For funny Mother's Day polls. So here we go. What would you rather have in breakfast in bed on Mother's Day? Pancakes with extra syrups, mimosas with extra champagne? Both, please. I like that one. So as you can see, and they're all really good. So if you guys want these, we can drop them in the chat. I have no problem sharing with them because they're quite funny. So, and it tells you these polls are meant to be lighthearted and fun while tapping into the experiences and humor of being a mom over 40. This was the response directly from Chat GPT. And then I asked for social media posts, a revised list of prompts that I can use to have Chat GPT help me create social media posts and emails. So I asked Chat GPT to give me examples of prompts to use to get it to give me the information I want. So if you're kind of getting how this works here, I'm not doing the hard work of creating this prompt. I'm asking the tool to give me a prompt to use it. So as you can see, this is the power of saving time and energy in creating content, getting inspiration. Now, when you put any of these prompts in, the feedback that you get back, you're going to, again, want to, maybe you add into it, make sure it's in my voice and tone, or give it the voice and tone that you want it to be. And you can play around with it and make it your own. So again, this is Chat GPT telling me, oh, what's going on? That these prompts are designed to help you generate ideas, improve the quality and effectiveness of your posts and emails, and save you time and effort in the content creation process. Remember to provide Chat GPT with any relevant information about your brand audience goals. So again, that's very important to do. And it's quite clever in the sense that it's telling you exactly what to do. So then I asked for prompts to help with my email marketing. Same thing. How can I write a more effective call to action that will encourage my subscribers to take action? And so forth. You can do this for text message marketing. I mean, whatever it is. All right. And just kind of on a side note here, this presentation, I asked ChatGPT to create slide decks with notes for me. And then I use the AI within Canva to create the slide deck. So that's just a little side note on how to save time and energy using these tools. All right, so I'm going to go back to my other, I wish there was an easier way to do this. Apologize. So we went through the polls and quizzes and the captions. All right, so some common, questions that come up is, and we covered this, what Chat GPT is and how it works. So again, it's an AI powered tool that generates natural sounding text by analyzing whatever text data you put in. How can you customize it to reflect your brand's tone and voice? So there are customization options in the paid version, but the best way that I find to do it is to just tell it what your brand voice is. And if you're not sure how to do that, ask ChatGPT to give you prompts, questions on how to provide it with your brand voice and tone. I'm missing one of them. Another common question that people have is, how can you measure the effectiveness of the outputs? And basically the accuracy of the responses. So you want to just review and monitor the responses and give the chat, give it feedback. There's a section in there that you can give it feedback after it gives you a response. So if there was something that was inaccurate or was not what you were asking it for, give ChatGPT that response so it can refine itself. All right, so I provided you with some examples. And oh, I don't know, sorry, these are out of order. There it is. There's how to monitor and refine the responses for accuracy. You can let it know, and you can do like endless amounts of reiterations with it. So when you get a response, you can say, can you make that more concise or more direct? Can, and it will remember the response before. And I'll go back to my own ChatGPT so you can see how this works. But it works in like a thread. So you give it your initial prompt, and then you refine it through a conversation to flesh out any, not necessarily errors, but just to refine it to make it more of what it is that you're looking for. All right, so some other common issues that that I don't have listed here is just to understand the capabilities and limitations of this technology. There are tutorials and documentation within the website that you can read through. There are different types of inputs and questions to see, or I would suggest to experiment with different inputs to see what generates the most accurate and relevant responses. There are built-in features with the paid version that have prompt tuners or response explorers to refine your inputs and improve accuracy. Again, I'm using the free version, so I don't have that. I have just been playing with it for the last month or so, and just found over use and doing a couple of different trainings on this, that the best way to get accurate, more refined responses is to give it more information. Again, whatever you put into it and the more you put in, the more relevant the response is going to be. So I'm going to go back to my Chat GPT just so I can show you the power, because this is just like the tip of the iceberg of what it can do. So all right. So like I mentioned, I had it create the slide. These are the slides, right? I had it create the slide deck. Then I asked it to give me a catchy title for the presentation. And it gave me a bunch of titles. But if I go over to, oh, here's some that probably some of my friends that are on here are gonna notice. All right, so my I wanted it to create an elevator pitch for who it is that I help. It did that. So I said, now create a compelling email in 3 short paragraphs introducing the ebook that I want to offer. And it has given me this email in email format. Then I said, rewrite this message to be shorter and more concise in a text message, so I can use it for my text message marketing. So as you can see from one prompt, basically it's given me an email, it's given me a text message, and prior to that, it gave me the name for the ebook, the free ebook that I want to offer, because I asked for it to give me 5 examples of free ebooks that I can offer to people. And I can even go in here, and we can do this right now while you're watching. Now again,
it's not sharing, babe.
Oh, it's not. Oh, darn it. All right, can you see it now? All right, so if we just go back, I'll show you what So here I asked for a compelling email in 3 short paragraphs introducing this free offer. It gave me an email format. I asked it to rewrite this message to be shorter for a text message. It gave me this. This was one of 5 examples for a free ebook. So if I ask, right, let's say, we'll make it short, 2-page article about, oh my gosh, I can't type. What the in so now it's generating, and you can see how fast it gives you the information. Now, if you were to take something like this, an article, and publish it without modifying it and make it your own, you would have to disclose that it was generated by AI. So just from a compliance, that type of standpoint, you never want to take something and just take it word for word from, and this is where you can copy it and you can give the feedback. If you liked it, you can provide additional feedback. And if you didn't like it, you would do the thumbs down. But this is a copy and paste function. So here in this copy and paste, you would copy it and paste it into maybe a document and then change it and make it your own, okay? So you never want to copy and paste it directly when you have any type of written word, even with the email here. So you would want to add in, your own voice. Now, I didn't do any reiterations with this, but you certainly can go back and say, maybe for this text message, I can say, make this text message more light and fun. And there's this example. And if you didn't like that, you could say, try again. So it's like having a conversation with, with somebody where it just remembers and will continue to go indefinitely. So does anyone have, open it up to a couple, we're almost at 11 o'clock, but if you've got questions, now is the time to ask, or if you want to try a prompt, you want me to put it in, I can open up a new chat to try a prompt. One other thing that I will mention is it does remember you and what information you've given it. So if you've got things mixed in here that have to do with something other than your business, or you just might want to clear out these chats occasionally. Yes, Christy.
So you said that you could actually use that to plug into your bio and to let it tweak it. How do you go about that?
No, you don't plug in it. It won't plug into your bio. You would copy and paste your bio into it and ask it to refine it for you. So you want to give it the input. I just did this for, I just did it for my LinkedIn bio. I'm not sure which chat it was in, but I copy and pasted, I'm not sure where it is, but I copy and pasted my current bio in there, and I said, refine it to do this and this and make it less than 220. Oh, here it is. No, yeah, here it is right in front of me. 220 characters or less to include success coach, author, women's health expert. Okay, so in a previous conversation, it created my elevator pitch, right? So this is what it gave back to me. Now, I did not use this word for word. What I used was empowering career-driven women to gain clarity and confidence to take action. Something along those lines is what I took out of it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Rachel.
Hey, lovely. No, I was just going to say, like, Selena showed me this last week, so I've been using mine for content. I will touch on the content side because that's what I do. But you can use this for anything. You can put any ideas. So, Hillary, top 3 tips for beauty or skincare industry. It'll give you them. The top 5 tips for weight loss, or the why you should drink, why you should hydrate. Like, it literally will tell you anything. All I've put in there as a prompt to what Selena's just doing as she's speaking is I've just put what I am. So I've put a mum of 3 over 40 in the health and wellness industry. I also create content for small businesses and social media influencers. And then I've put what she said, so speaking in my voice, friendly, inviting, helpful, warm. And then I've put rewrite my bio. It's done it, mate. It's freaking amazing. It's speaking in my voice, like the way that I react with people and the way that I sound, but in a much more intelligent way than I could actually come up with speaking. It just says, hey there, I'm a super mum of 3 amazing kids, proudly rocking my 40s and making waves in the health and wellness industry. As if that's not enough, I'm also a creative content creator specializing in crafting captivating material for small business and influencers like you. My mission, to be inviting, friendly, a warm companion on your journey towards a healthier and happier life. Whether you need some expert advice or a dose of inspiration, or simply a virtual high five, I've got your back. Join me in this incredible adventure as we discover the secrets of well-being together. Let's build a community of positive vibes. I did ask for positivity as well. Positive vibes and support, because life is so much better when we lift each other up. That is literally me. That's what I want to create. And all I did was just put what I am in and what my tone is, or my personality kind of is, and it's given me this. Yeah, 5 top tips for pottery. Like, you can literally ask this thing anything and it will rewrite your posts for you. From a content point of view, game changing.
So I would, to do that, to start that, what I would do, can you see my screen? Can you see it? So what I would do is, you know how we have the 5 things about us, okay? So like Rachel mentioned, I am a mom over, this is mine, over 45, that loves yoga, the outdoors, wine and tacos, and helping other moms live well. Now I'm going to say, give me 5 post ideas for each of my favorite things. See how this works? So now I have 25 post ideas, okay? So then what you can do is give me a caption for the first in each category, or if you wanted to pick out specific ones, but just for the sake of time. Now that's not exactly what I was looking for. I wanted it to give me the, so I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna say, instead, give me a, let's say, paragraph. I can't type about each. So you can, I mean, you can get hyper specific. I could now tell it, okay, now write a friggin' article for each of these things, you know what I mean? Or write an email or whatever. But we literally just created 25 post ideas, just giving it the top 5 things that you like. So everyone, we talk about those 5 things. So you can see how fast it works. And then if you've got a Canva template that Rachel's created for you, you can go and take these, like if you wanted a quote, say, give me a quote for each of these things, then you can pop it right into the Canva template. And you're done with 25 posts for the week. It will take you less than 5 minutes to do. So I would start.
Don't take my job away from me now, Selena. You're taking my job away
You
from
have
me.
to create the. You have to create the pretty stuff. You have to actually do the. It's not going to create anything for you in Canva.
Hillary, your face, like your mouth, is what I do every time I go onto Chat GPT, and it gives me more stuff. I'm like, really?
I know. So I would start with.
I have tried this.
I would start with
messed
this.
it up a bit, so I don't really know. So this is good because I'm going to have to rewatch this from the beginning as well, because I have sort of done it, but I think I haven't been as kind of conversational in my questions. I've been a bit kind of, whereas actually, obviously, being conversational is better. I've been like 5 ideas of, rather than, could you this is me.
So if you have those saved in here, so if you go back to, because it will name, you know, your chat, right? So if you go back into where you've done that and give it more information, say, okay, well, I'm a mom of your whatever, you know, like give it your 5 things, do what Rachel did, and have that that conversation about who you are, what your mission is, what you do, what your tone and voice is, and say, you know, modify those 5 things with this in mind. So you want to talk to it like a very smart friend of yours and be very specific. All right. So is that cool? Is that helpful?
Okay. I have a question.
And yes,
I was like, so sorry about that. My fault. But so you're doing the Chat GPT on a computer, or are you doing it off your phone?
So I have it in both, but it is a website. Okay, so it will be, you have to use a browser for it. It's not an app. So when I log in on my phone, I just have my Chrome, I just leave that Chrome window open, and oh, you can't see it because I have this background blurred, sorry. But it saves like all of my chats are in there. So it's the same information when you log in.
Wonderful.
Usually I use it on my phone, but I logged in on the computer for today's purposes. And to do the slide deck, that was too much to do on my phone. Any other questions?
So you sort of create an account on it, do you? Because I think I've gone on to it before and something I've asked hasn't been there. So obviously I haven't created an account or something.
Yes, did we put in the chat the
sorry, I don't know, because I came in late, sorry.
It's chat.openai.com.
And then you just go in and create an account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a free version and a paid version. I'm using the free version.
So it's not the app.
There's no app.
Okay. That's a good thing. I didn't download it.
Well, I should say there are apps that are using this technology, but that is not the original. That's not this. This is okay. This is a website.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully everyone has seen the power and just it has, I mean, so much more capability than this, but for our purposes and to get started, I think that using it as a brainstorming tool, as a guide, and just to even you take an idea that you have and expand on it, like, you know, if you've got writer's block or whatever, you can go back in once you create your 5 things and like 5 post ideas for each of those 5 things, and you know, you can go in and just use it as a starting off point. But it has endless capabilities.
Brilliant. I need to go on it now. I'm very excited.
Thank you so much.
And I use it in the morning, like give me an inspirational quote that'll make me want to, you know, get up and go to the gym and just to like, you know, like.
Oh no, I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that either. Thank you so much, lovely. I'm going to finish the recording. If anybody wants to stay around, I'm going to run now a work with me as usual. Stop.